The kids are crazy. They're like last week. I feel like we can't do anything because we have to leave to go to dance in the evening. And we've got some appointments this week. But yeah, so project of the week is just, I'm gonna try to like fully clean this house. I actually was thinking of maybe making a list of snacks and even posting it like on the fridge for everybody. Be like, hey, if you want a snack and can't think of anything right now, here's a list of like, hey, celery with cream cheese, or cucumbers with cream cheese and a little bit of like the everything bagel seasoning, just stuff like that. Okay, I'm a little creeped out right now. So I bought this, like, it's called Harry Potter Miniverse, the back to school one. This week is gonna be a crazy week. It's the week before the kids go back to school, so we are gonna kind of go into a schedule as though as they had school, that was a weird little French right there, as if they have school. So, I did let them sleep in, but I'm gonna try, it's more so for like the nighttime routine. Like I want them to go to bed at a decent time. I want to go to bed myself at a decent time. I actually started waking up my normal early schedule. So I'm already getting myself into the swing of things. So I thought, because the girls have dance this week, they have their hip hop intensives. Belle has 2 days and Riley has all 4. It would be a perfect time to, one, yes, get into a schedule because they have dance in the evenings. And 2, also do a detox because we were on vacation a couple weeks ago and didn't eat too bad. I didn't really gain anything, but I just don't feel like my healthy self. Like I just feel like I'm bloating with different foods and everything. And I was just trying to enjoy last week, and we had, you know, the crazy weekend with Audrey with softball, and I was just completely like off my schedule. So I'm like, you know what? Perfect time to detox. So I have a couple detoxes that I do. I have like a 14-day, I have a 7-day, I have a 5-day. And I really like to focus on just doing a 5-day detox just to kind of like reset. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I have a couple different programs that I use, but I make my own. I do whatever works for me. So I kind of like my 5-day and my 7-day slim downs that I have, or detox. Well, one's a 5-day detox, and the one I have right here in front of me is a 7-day slim down. It's kind of the same. It's just a different, like the schedule is the same, but it's just different foods, and you can, you know, still use the same foods. So I kind of do that. And then I have another one that was a 7-day, and we did a 14-day one, which really helped Paul lose a lot of weight. And that program, and it's different foods. But I'm like, you know what? I just did this 14-day one. I only did 12. So I'm gonna flip and go to my 5-day and my 7-day and kind of mix it up. So like I said, I'm only gonna do 5-day. I figure perfect because the girls are starting school. So I kind of have to limit myself. Like obviously drinking nothing but water. I've been drinking iced tea lately like crazy. Unsweetened though. Can't drink that. No alcohol. And coffee, like I drink like 2 cups of coffee. They want you to limit to like half. So if you drink 2, obviously just 1 cup. So I had to cut down on coffee. But my issue is I'm kind of almost fasting as well, because I don't eat when I first get up in the morning. This is how I've always been. So they want you, like on this plan and all the other plans I have, eat 5 times a day. And I'm like, I can't eat 5 times a day. Like that's way too much food for me. So they have here like to do like for breakfast, like a scramble, protein pancakes, a smoothie, and flipping it every different days. I'm probably just going to just do a scramble, and just make a couple of them for the week when I'm hungry. So I'm not really gonna have it so much for breakfast. You're supposed to work out first and then do this. But I'm gonna work out my normal time that I'm gonna be working out, like, as you know, as I have been. So what I'm probably gonna do is have the scramble after my workout. And then for meal 2, which is supposed to be a snack, it's either they do have a smoothie or they have grapefruit you can have, or apple with cinnamon you can have. I have tons of apples, so I'm like, perfect, I'll just do apples all week. Or if I run out of apples, I'll just do the smoothie. And then for meal 3, it's supposed to be salads or leftovers from the night before. I don't know if I will get to having a salad. So I'm thinking, like, what I might do is cut my salad into dinner, or have that as my meal 4, because my meal 4 is supposed to be like mini muffins or chia pudding or tuna with pepper on celery. So it's like another little snack, and I'm like, I don't know, it's just like it's all this food. But I love celery with tuna, like, as a snack. That's really, really a good one. And obviously I would have to make more chia puddings, which I am gonna start doing, and because Paul really, really likes it, chia seed pudding of the week. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. But that's a really good breakfast go-to. And then the last thing is just dinner. So there's like, a lot of the dinners are like just trays. You put, you know, whatever kind of protein and vegetables, stick it in the oven, boom, you're done. So I don't know. No salt. And also the last 2 days, they really want you to use asparagus to help with bloating. So, but I have super slim burgers that's supposed to go on top of like the salad. So I don't know. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do. Mostly the protein that I'm gonna be doing for Paul and I is chicken breasts. So I have to defrost some of those, and salmon. Now I have a salmon left over from when we went out this weekend, and so I'm probably gonna have that for my lunch instead of like a salad. So I don't know, I make it my own. But what I'm also gonna be starting this week is I've been using this lymphatic drainage. If we can focus. Come on, focus. So I heard about it from TikTok Shop. But I actually got it off of Amazon. I used it for 1 month, and it's supposed to like really tighten you, and I really do feel like I am getting tight, but not as much as I thought it would be. So this is my second bottle, so second month I'm starting, and I will say even though I got them both from Amazon, this is supposed to be like the #1 place to get this from, it's a little bit lighter in color, so I don't know. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep doing this, because it really has nothing to do with like my gut and that kind of stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm still good with taking this, because I like to take things for at least 2 months to see if like, hey, something's working. And then I am gonna start taking some vitamins. So I got these, I heard about them off a TikTok Shop, but I did not get them from there. I got them from Target. So this one's Let Me Tone and Let Me Burn. The toning one is gummies, and this one has apple cider vinegar and B12. So this is supposed to help support lean body mass and promote healthy body composition. So I'm thinking with this, because I'm starting to do the detox, people saw like something in a week. So I'm like, perfect, I'll go ahead and use these. They're gummies. I haven't tried them yet. I'm gonna do them today. And then this is the metabolism one. It has green tea, V vitamins. And this is supposed to help fight belly fat and regulate metabolism. So I wanted to try these first, because these are more expensive. And then I showed you guys before, this brand. Now here's the thing. They have a system of 3 of them. Ashwan, I can never say this. And then the apple cider and the probiotic. So it's like those 3 to go together. So I'm like, you know what? I didn't want to take all of them. So I'm like, I'm gonna take this, because some of the stuff that's in here is already in this, like the apple cider. Like obviously I wouldn't get the apple cider one because the apple cider is already in here. But I heard for women, this one helps with your cortisol levels, this one. So I'm like, okay, I heard that's one thing that you should be taking, into consideration when you're trying to go ahead and like tone and lose weight. So then I'm like, I don't know, maybe I should take these 3. But I don't want to do that right now. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna try, see what's going on. I'm gonna try these for 2 months. I'll let you guys know how this is going, and then I will try these ones for 2 months and see if I see a difference from each of them. Whatever's better, then I'm just gonna go ahead and start taking those. So yeah, so a lot going on over here. The kids are crazy. They're like last week. I feel like we can't do anything because we have to leave to go to dance in the evening. And we've got some appointments this week. But yeah, so project of the week is just, I'm gonna try to like fully clean this house. Mondays, I always do the kitchen. So I don't know if I'm gonna fully get to the kitchen today. Tuesdays, I don't clean anything, but Tuesdays I like, whatever I don't finish from Monday from the kitchen cleaning, I push to Tuesdays. So I probably between today and tomorrow will clean the kitchen. Just cause like I said, I wanna get myself on a schedule. Cause once I get myself on a schedule, like I feel like I just like get stuff done like this. But if you guys saw our weekend vlog, I do have all those Barbies still in my living room. So I really wanna start going through the Barbies and organizing that, see what I need to go ahead and organize that to put it back in the basement, just so there's like, it's nice and Bella can go ahead and play. Because I don't really want any of that stuff upstairs in the living room because we do have a play area downstairs, but it's small. It's basically like, it's got a kitchen and all the kitchen stuff, and I'd rather have that and like little odds and ends of like Bluey and monster trucks and stuff like that. So, but I think I've talked enough. I'll show you guys what I do this week. I will try to show you guys all the meals that I make for my detox and just like explain, but I know one thing, no breads. So I'm cutting carbs this week. No dairy, they said, so I gotta cut out dairy too. That's one thing that helps with bloating. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. A lot of testing out this week, schedules and testing out. All right, so I just got done prepping dinner. Girls are at dance. I have to go pick them up in a little bit, or at least Bella up in a little bit. So with this, this is gonna be baked. I'm actually really curious to see if this tastes really good. It's carrots, onions, chickpeas, and then olive oil and some spices. So bake this for, I have to look it up how long you have to, or what you have to bake it at, but I think it's like 400 for like 20 to 25 minutes. So when I'm gone, Paul will be home, so I'm gonna pop something in the oven for the kids to eat. They're gonna have quick and easy meals this week, just because we're doing stuff like this. Like I know they're not gonna eat this, but like if I have a salad or something, or make chicken or make fish, they'll do that too, but just something like this, like I said, it's just basically for me and Paul. I don't even know if I'm gonna eat all this. I mean, this is obviously for 2, so half for him, half for me. But it said a cup of carrots per person, so that's 2 cups of carrots in there. It's crazy. I think I might have put a little bit less than 2 cups, but I will show you guys what it looks like and let you guys know how it tastes. All right, so yesterday, dinner looks really good, right? It was actually really, really good. I completely forgot to put it over oregano, or not oregano, arugula, and put some avocado on top. But it was good, it was really fun. Riley really liked it too. The little kids obviously didn't have it. It was supposed to be enough for 2 people, but it really was enough for 3 people. Like, there was a lot of food there. I would make it again, but maybe instead of doing chickpeas, do a different protein like chicken. So, but that was good. So I just had a snack. Obviously it's the next day. Got some running around to do. And what I really, really love is this organic celery from Costco. It lasts like a really, really, really long time. So I just had 2 stalks, a little bit of tuna on top, good to go. So that was just a little bit of a snack. I actually was thinking of maybe making a list of snacks and even posting it like on the fridge for everybody. Be like, hey, if you want a snack and can't think of anything right now, here's a list of like, hey, celery with cream cheese, or cucumbers with cream cheese and a little bit of like the everything bagel seasoning, just stuff like that. Apple with cinnamon, carrots with ranch, just, you know, to give some ideas, because sometimes I'll be like, I want a snack, and like I honestly forget, like I love celery and tuna. And then I forgot about it. So, kids are getting ready for dance. But, so I'm like, if I have a list, maybe, you know, people would recognize that. But today for dinner, so I was defrosting chicken, and unfortunately the chicken's still like rock solid. So I'm gonna do like a bake and tray tomorrow or Thursday, one of the 2 days. But I went ahead and bought a rotisserie chicken because I'm gonna do salads today for everybody, except for Mason. I don't think he wants a salad. And I told them they can either have a salad or sandwich because we have tons of lunch meat. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep some rotisserie chicken to put a little bit in our little bit in our salads for protein. But what I've learned is if you take like a rotisserie chicken and shred it, like there's a lot of meat on there. And what I'm gonna be doing is freezing it into serving size for like either salads and it's salads for like both like me and Paul. So like 2 servings worth. And then, or sometimes I would do like chicken tacos or say like chicken chili, something, but that's a good thing to do. So yeah, I'm gonna do that later, but right now it's been massively pouring all day. I've been trying to get some things done. Got a little bit more cleaning to, the whole the whole room of the girls. We, pulled the salon out, cleaned the baseboards, cause I'm gonna be putting a different desk in there. And then I just put things, in bags of where things are gonna go. So like all her like school stuff and all Bella's makeup I put in the corner in bags, so then when we get the desk and I organize everything, it's good, set, ready to go. But their room looks open right now, so I'm done with upstairs for right now. My main focus is like the Barbies, still have to work on those this week, but we had appointments today. Like, I gotta get the girls to dance, so it's been crazy, so I had to do some like more emails and stuff and still do work, so that stuff was a little bit more important. So this is not a typical week. So it's jam-packed with all these like last minute appointments and double dance technically because it's every single day this week. So I am gonna go ahead and get these girls to dance for their hip hop intensives, and then I will show you guys later what our dinner looks like. All right, so didn't get a chance to show you guys the salads that I've been making, but simple. I just make like a very simple dressing. It's a Greek dressing with Dijon mustard and vinegar and nice and fresh. So, or there's been one where I like, if I don't have time to make the dressing, Aldi's has it. It's like the Greek vinaigrette in a bottle. I actually keep the glass bottle to go ahead and make it and then use that. But I just love that. So simple, lettuce, romaine, I get that at Costco. And then I just put, tomatoes in there, cherry tomatoes. I've been doing cucumbers, and yesterday I did the chicken, which actually I forgot something. I forgot that I wanted to show you guys the chicken. So yesterday was super crazy. So it took me a long time to pull apart 2 rotisserie chickens, and by the time I already was getting ready to make the salads, I had to go run to a meeting. We'll actually pick Bella up from dance and stay for a meeting. And then by that time, Riley got out. And then by the time we got home, it was like almost 9 o'clock. So it was a little crazy last night. So we just quickly, the kids ate just like a quick sandwich. Like one thing I really do, if I don't have time to make them anything, go-to is a hot dog or a sandwich. So that's like the easiest thing, just in case, like if, cause they were gonna have salads with us, and then it just was so crazy. Riley helped me cut the rest of the salads. I tended to the chicken, and it was just like super quick and easy. And it wasn't even a big salad, it was small, but that's, normally I do like these elaborate salads, and it was just really small for me. But tonight's dinner, I am making, it's called a tray bake. This is super easy. You put everything on a tray and bake it in the oven. Boom, bing, bang, boom. So the first thing you start off with is onions and some garlic. I did not do that this time because one, I actually forgot. So I just put garlic powder and onion powder on the bottom of a tray with some olive oil, just to kind of coat the bottom of the tray. Because sometimes like onions, like it takes a while for me to go ahead and chop them up. But normally that's step 1. Protein, I'm actually doing the chicken breast from the rotisserie because I did not shred that one, and that's in there with some garlic, onion, and cayenne pepper. So that's on there. And I also have in the tray, you do 3 vegetables, and I chose asparagus because the asparagus didn't look so good. I got a week ago asparagus, and it like was already bad. I was like, this is crazy. So I just cut off the ones that were like really bad, and then just, so we got short ones, but that's okay. Me and Paul are the ones who mainly have to go ahead and eat the asparagus. So that's in the tray bake. You're supposed to bake all 3 vegetables on there, but to save some time, I still have from like when I did the 7-day detox, or I still have broccoli and cauliflower. So I'm just gonna pop these in the microwave. Super, super simple. The other thing I was gonna do was Brussels sprouts, but I thought they would take a little bit longer, and I kind of want to do a Brussels sprout thing later on, because that KSL program that I'm using, which the food I'm doing is actually Tone It Ups, which is like Katrina Scott, she used to be with them, so it's like I'm still going off their like detox programs and some things like that. But I love her food. Her food's completely different, so I'm kind of like experimenting with what she has on her app. She doesn't have a meal plan yet. I'm like really hoping she does come out with a meal plan, because I like when somebody's like, hey, you should do this for breakfast, this for lunch, this for dinner, this for snack. But what she does every day when she sends out her schedule for on the app, she just tells you a workout, and then there's like one food on there, and it might be just a smoothie, it might be just a breakfast, it might be a lunch or dinner. So it's pretty simple. But what I wanted to show you guys with the rotisserie chicken, and I don't have any black permanent markers, so I'm not completely done with this, but I'll know it was yesterday when I go to the store. So this is what I was talking about with the rotisserie chicken. I already put it into the freezer to freeze, and this is a portion size. So I have one chicken that's in there, was in 2 bags. This one has a little bit less of chicken, and it's all dark meat, where the other ones have a mixture for like, more so those ones will be for like Taco Tuesday, or like I might even make chicken salad. I haven't decided that yet. But I wanted to bake some more of the meat for the kids, because they were gonna have the tray bake with us. So what I'm gonna do with this one is, there was a couple of recipes I want to experiment on the KSL app. One of them being like, I think it was like Southwestern chicken chili. It looks really, really good. So I was thinking, I just got these cute little pumpkin, and you guys seen it if you've seen previous vlogs, these cute little bowls, pumpkin bowls, and a big pumpkin crock pot, and you can put all 5 of them into the oven. So I was like, oh, perfect. That I'm gonna go ahead and maybe make some Southwest chicken chili one of these days. But I mean, this is good for a while. I normally go ahead and date what it is. My freezer and fridge is organized, but I want to organize it even more with like trays and stuff like that. So it's kind of like organized however you could organize it in a freezer or refrigerator, you know, without any extra stuff like that. But I will be organizing it. So what I'll put on here is shredded chicken and the date. Just plain and simple. I also keep a Post-it note of everything. Like, so I have 2 refrigerators, and obviously both have a fridge and a freezer, and then 1 deep freezer. I actually have a Post-it note on what's in my deep freezer. So in my, obviously like the fridge in our kitchen is like the normal stuff we need every single day. The freezer has a little bit of breakfast, a little bit of vegetables, and quick stuff. So that's what I normally keep in this freezer over here. Oh, and stuff to make smoothies. In my garage freezer is like all my overstock of ice cream, breads, pizzas, like the bigger stuff like that. What else do I have in there? I've got a lot of bread and stuff. The refrigerator, there's not that much in there. I have extra like egg whites and like extra like milks I normally put in there, and orange juice. So I just have 1 of everything in here. But in the winter, we actually do move the milk into we have a little cooler over here too that's just temporary. So it's not gonna happen this year. I'll have to put the milk back in here because it's glass, and we have had glass bust in the garage, so it's been crazy. And any bar stuff in there, like bar drinks that you open up and have to put it in the refrigerator, go in the garage biz. The deep freezer, I stock up on meat. So when meat is on sale, chicken, steaks, all that's in there. What else is in there? Extra, like Girl Scout cookies, I freeze them and then pull them out and put them in the pantry. So that's all there. So it's a lot of fish. All that's in there. So I have to kind of organize that. I would say I used to have it completely packed. It's probably about 2/3 packed. But I like to have the bigger stuff in there. And I'm going to give you a word of advice from like learn from me. Overpacking the deep freezer, it is so hard to like go through it and try to figure out where everything is. Like I know I have like one section that's like all the overstock of breakfast, along with all the ground meat, whether it's chicken, turkey, or beef. And then I have a section of chicken, and then I have a section of fish, and then underneath I have big meals of like pasta stuff that I got too. I forgot that's in there. And then like, that's pretty much it. Oh, and then like our little rack has like all the extra of like the sausage, like Italian sausage and brats and all that kind of stuff. So like this stuff will go in there too, but I just put it in there for in the freezer for now because I need to write down the date on there. So I will show you guys what dinner looks like after it's baked, but it's really, really simple. I got these at Target for that one plan, and literally these are on sale. So normally like I always stock up in the freezer quick vegetables that aren't always fresh, that they're frozen for like just like a quick thing for the kids. And like today's kind of quick just because like this week, I'm not gonna lie, the girls having dance this week has been crazy. I thought my schedule was gonna be a little bit better, and it's like, it's worse. And I probably should have already had dinner like made a while ago, but at least like now there's a stretch out to where like I don't have to leave an hour before Riley has to be picked up to get Bella. At least like we're just flowing for the whole time that Riley's at dance. So that'll be the same thing tomorrow. But yeah, so I will show you guys what that looks like when it's done. Before I show you guys dinner, I wanted to make one little quick thing is what I want to plan for this school year is I want to try to make one, I'm going to go back to meal planning, and I'll share with you guys like what I do meal planning wise. So even though like I make it one week, you can make it like the stuff the following week to go ahead and kind of help you guys a little bit, because it's really nice when you have other people helping you making meal plans, because sometimes like I have no idea like what to make for the kids and just some ideas. But simple is key. Simple is key. That's what my goal this year is, to just make sure everything's prepped simple. Like I normally don't do frozen vegetables, but to have stuff on hand just in case for like, not like an emergency, but in an emergency kind of way, kind of like if it's like things get crazy, like yesterday, like the meeting that we had was supposed to be a half hour before, and we were supposed to leave right away, and I could have came home and finished dinner and then go get, so it was all messed up. So it's like if plans change, that's what I like to do, is have stuff for like plans change. And I'm gonna be starting to make meals where they are like in this bag, like the bigger bag, and all you do is in the crock pot, in the oven, boom, ready to go. So it's nice and simple. I'm gonna be making like marinades. I've got some steak marinades, or at least like beef marinades, and a lot of chicken marinades. So I'm excited for that. And not having any kids home, I like want to try to designate like one day to like just doing that kind of stuff, because I feel like when you are doing one thing, like saying meal prepping, and you meal prep for hours, the couple hours or whatever for that one day, it helps. It helps a lot. So yeah, but then I'll show you guys what dinner looks like. All right, and that is what the tray bake looks like. So normally the vegetables would have the same coating on there with the seasonings and stuff, but obviously, you know, the kids wanted these vegetables, so I just obviously didn't put anything on there. I'll probably sprinkle a little bit of something on there for myself, but super, super easy. This was in there for only 20 minutes, just basically to warm the chicken up, because the chicken for the rotisserie was already cooked. But that is a tray bake. So 3 different kinds of vegetables, a protein of choice, and then of course your seasonings. All right, guys, so we are doing a couple things. It's a busy day. So Mason today has, well, before I tell you guys, he wanted to go ahead and open these. So I said, hey, why don't we, instead of making a video for Bella's channel, you just open it on Mommy's Vlog. So you can open those, and then I'll explain what we're doing for you today. So today, well, those are Poppy Playtime. For those of you who don't know, my kids love Poppy Playtime. So he has kindergarten, like a fun like park thing today for 45 minutes. So we're going to be going to a park, meeting some new afternoon kindergartners, and then afterwards, we have a little bit of a break. We're gonna go to lunch.
I can.
Oh, then I'll help you in a second. Let me finish telling them. So we're gonna go to lunch for a little bit, and then Bella, little Miss Bella, with the glare. Sorry guys, there's a glare outside. She has open house for her school, so she's gonna be turning in all of her stuff for school today instead of bringing it on the first day of school. But she got these folders from Target. They're very plain, right? They had no character folder. She was a little disappointed. So we are gonna decorate our folders. I'm gonna show you guys with some stickers, bunch of stickers, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when she's done. I don't even know what's in here. But yeah, so she's gonna be doing that. We'll show you guys, and then he's gonna open those because my camera's gonna die. I'm gonna charge it while they're doing it, and then I'll show you guys what he got and her folders. All right, guys. He's a little sad, but not kind of sad from what he got. It's so funny because he always gets Huggy, which this one's Huggy. And actually we had like a stuffed animal surprise for Christmas he got, and he got stuff, that's the one he wanted. So he's glad he got that. Are you glad you got 2 of them? No.
I just got 1.
Yeah, he wishes he got different ones. And then this is Bella's favorite. That's actually Poppy, which Mason's nice enough to give to his sister. But I just looked, we got these at Target. I just looked on the website, they're like completely sold out. So like you go into the stores, they're completely sold out. So I'm so sad, I should have bought a couple more for him. But I can't believe he got 2 the same. But that's okay. And then Bella's still decorating folders, so we'll have to show you guys when she's done. All right, guys, so these are the folders that Bella did. So here is her white one and her yellow one. I don't know what she needs folders for. And then this is her purple and pink one. I think she's gonna have her pink one as her take-home folder, so then the other ones will be for something else, but these ones are all blingy blingy and these are all spread out, but it's nice, you know, they got to, you know, at least she got to decorate it and, you know, make it her own. Okay, I'm a little creeped out right now. So I bought this, like, it's called Harry Potter Miniverse, the back to school one, and I opened it and I'm like, I'm gonna go live and do this. I think this stuff is fun. Like, I have ones that have like adult drinks and they're really, really cool. I have like maybe 7 of them, and I kept buying them. I kept getting an espresso martini, which is my favorite, but I was like, no, I want something different. And then they had Harry Potter ones, so I got Paul bought me for Christmas the big huge like potion classroom, and then I bought like 2 potion ones. I think one's a repeat, I can't remember what I got. And then they came out with like the candy trolley, so I had that, and I bought like I think 7, no, I think I got 2 more, 7 of the candy trolley like balls. So these ones are back to Hogwarts, so it's like the school stuff. So they have like Quidditch, like they have these to make for Quidditch. And then they have for Hogwarts, they have Gryffindor and Slytherin stuff, and they have like Harry Potter and Hermione like class supplies. And then they have magical creatures. They have these ones right here. And then they have 2 other classes, herbology and then the division one. And I was like, okay, and I'm like, I don't really care which one I get. But I'm like, as long as I don't get the same thing. So I open the first one up and I look inside, and you can't really tell like what it is right away. And so I just like really fast like grabbed this out and I open it up and I'm like, oh cool, I got Harry Potter's class stuff. So I go to open up the second one and there's no book, but I have a wand. And I was like, no. I'm like, please tell me. Oh, which is really weird because it only shows, I'm confused. There's like only like the little thing like that. But, so I'm like, okay, I'm like, no. I'm like, I didn't get 2 Harry Potters. Like, I'm so disappointed. But there's no book in this one. No book in this one. So I'm like, how am I gonna figure out like how to make this? So this actually, let me see, I've got a book here. It's blue. Whose book is blue? Let's see. I can't tell. Okay, so whose book is blue? Is it Hermione's or Harry Potter's? It is Harry Potter's. Okay, so this is Harry Potter's. Okay, so I have the instructions for Harry Potter in the other one that I got. And this is what gets really creepy. Like I said, there was no instructions in the second one that I opened, I was like, oh, what am I gonna do? I don't know how to build this stuff. I go back in this one to see like if it was the same, because I just realized that that was Harry Potter by opening the stuff up. And I opened the second one up, and this isn't Harry Potter's thing. So they gave me the instruction for Harry Potter's class stuff in this one, and this one is Slytherin. This is what the creepy thing is. There was instructions for Slytherin in there. So I had both Harry Potter and the Slytherin instructions in the Slytherin ball, and no instructions in the second ball, and it ended up being Harry Potter. I'm creeped out. I don't know if I should play the lottery or what, but that's so weird that literally both books, it was almost like that one was telling me that it was getting Harry Potter. So weird, but I don't know what I'm gonna make these, but at least I have the instructions for them. But I don't know, they're really cool. My goal is just to make these and then probably display them in my bookshelf, because Paul bought me, like I have all my really cool Disney art books that I've been reading, and then I have like, I have the Sorting Hat in Legos. I have a bunch of puzzles just hanging up there until, not open until I decide to do them. And then I just got the Night Before Christmas Lego, so I'm gonna put that stuff up there. But I thought it'd be really cool to take this stuff and display it on my bookshelf when it's all done. So it's probably gonna take me a while, but I figure since I'm gonna be staying at home and randomly like on Fun Friday, when I don't want to, you know, have everything done for the week and I just want to relax for just a couple hours to myself, I figured, hey, I can make these mini-verse. I don't know if I'm gonna do it on live or probably won't make a video, but I'll at least show you guys what I do. But I probably will just go live and go do it for you guys.